Good morning, good afternoon, and also good evening from wherever you are watching this channel from. I am Pethuel and this is Travel&Foodz. Let me take this opportunity to welcome you back to my channel if you are already subscribed to my channel. And if you are new here, kindly take a moment or two to subscribe. And also, if you like this video, make a point of sharing to your community, and also hit that thumbs up sign so that we can send me a like. In today's video, I want us to talk about names of places. Names of places. You know, some names of places in Kenya especially are full of literature and history, right? As you all know, most countries in Africa were colonized, and in one way or the other, the colonizers gave names to things which were, I can say, so hard for local people to pronounce. That led to corruption and distinctive way of pronouncing those words led to the current names that we have today. In this video, we're going to discuss explore some of the names that were given. The best example is a name of this country, Kenya. As you all know, Kenya is named after Mount Kenya, which is a mountain in Kenya. But the locals can tell you that the mountain was never named Kenya. The European named it so. Why? Because they were unable to pronounce the name Kirinyaga correctly, so they shortened it to Kenya so that they can communicate at wrong land, and hence the word Kenya, which eventually became the name of the whole country. Another example is the city where I am in, Mombasa. If you ask the people of Mombasa, especially the local people, they will tell you that there was nothing like Mombasa. But the Europeans were unable or misunderstand the phrase Mombasa, which means how are you, in the grammar dialect, and translated it to as Mombasa, which eventually became the name of this city. There's a lot of examples out there, and I'd like us to explore these examples. And in the comment section, kindly take a moment or two to give me example of those kind of words that were given by the European that we as African failed to pronounce it correctly, and led to the current naming system, right? For instance, another good example is the city of Kenya, Nairobi. Nairobi was never Nairobi. Nairobi is a Maasai word, right? Nairobi is a Maasai word that means a fairy of cold water. A fairy of cold water. And that is how the city found its name, because the Europeans were unable to pronounce Enkare, Nairobi, that they shortened to Nairobi. Enkare, Nairobi was shortened to Nairobi, as you know it today. And in the city of Nairobi, we have got several towns or suburbs that have got different names than what their names before. I can take example of a suburb. One of it is like Kariakor. Kariakor was named after the local people were not able to pronounce this phrase, carry cope. Yeah, around during World War II, everybody were, especially the soldiers, were being asked to carry their belongings or their luggages, or the better words, carry cope. Carry cope. But the local people misunderstand that phrase and decided to name that place where they were asking to carry their cope as carrier cope. Carrier cope, right? There are several places in Nairobi and towns that surround this area that we have such names that are being used up to date, right? For instance, another similar name is Kino. Kino is situated along Nairobi-Nakuru Road, and this word, Kino, is a corruption of the word king not. King not. But the people of around that area decided to name it Kino. Right? Another example is if you are traveling from Mombasa to Nairobi, you will reach a place known as Mackinnon Road. Mackinnon Road. And you'll be surprised that the local people currently call it Makina. Makina. Instead of Mackinnon Road, they call it Makina Road. Right? Another example is if you are in Kikuyu town, you will also find a place known as Sigona. Sigona. Sigona is a name that's what derived from Sing of Honor. Sing of Honor. And that's how it became Sigona. Because the people around that place were unable to pronounce Sing of Honor, they named it Sigona. Still in that same locality, we have Togoto. Togoto is a church of Scotland, a mission that settled around that city. They created a little Scotland by building schools, churches, and mission hospital. So in that setup, the local were unable to pronounce the Scotland and decided to call it Tigoto. Tigoto, right? And if you are around Nairobi on your way to Nakuru, you could find a place known as Limuru, which was also a short form of the word Ilimuru, right? To mean a donkey droppings. That's Limuru. Donkey droppings, Ilimuru, and it translated to Limuru. If you are going to Naivasa, Naivasa was coined by Ena Ipasa, also a massive word, Ena Ipasa, which means the lake. Ena Ipasa, which means the lake, Lake Naivasa. Nakuru was also from Nakuro, to mean dusty place. Dusty place. Those are local names that the Europeans were unable to pronounce, so that they changed it to what they can handle, like Nakuro to Nakuru. And Nyahururu came from Enaiguru, which means wind, right? Also, along that line, on your way to West Kenya, you'll find a place known as Tenwek. Tenwek. Tenwek is all on your way or near Bomet town or Bomet County. Tenwek was derived from the word 10 weeks. 10 weeks. And that's how it became Tenwek. A small town known for and wide as the home of one of the oldest hospital built in 1936, Tenwek Hospital. Right? In Baringo, there is a place known as Kaparanet. Kaparanet. Kaparanet was also derived from the name of a Frenchman who was settled around that area, and it was known as Parnet. Parnet, and that's how the whole area became Kaparnet, as in a place of Parnet, right? There's also a place known as Capro Peter. Capro Peter. It's a girls' school, but this word was derived also, it was a corruption of this great man, a European known as Corporal Peter, etc., who stayed in the area sometimes back during the colonial time. Before you reach Nakuru or Nanyuki town, there is Narrow Muru, a cool place on the leeward side or range side of Mount Kenya, which originally meant narrow mall, and it turns to be Narrow Muru. Right? It's also imperative to note that some places got their names due to the mix-up of English words and a special type of word spread called homophonic pan. Places like Rumuruti, remote root. Rumuruti is a remote root. Ikoromani simply means gold mine. Kilifi was derived from cliff. Right? Kariopangi, Kariopak, Kirikiti, cricket. Rongisa, wrong distance, and Rodi Kapon in the Runyansa, Road Company. Chakarini, Check Line. Right? Another example is from west part of Africa, west part of Kenya. Another good example is from west part of Kenya, where the locals were unable to pronounce some phrases. And that phrase became the name of that place. Such phrases were like aim higher. When the European missionaries were teaching those people, they were telling them that you have to aim higher, and that's how we found the word like aim higher, right? Aim higher. When they saw people playing drums, those Europeans, when they saw the local people playing drums, and they said, wow, it sounds good, or it's good. Do you know how they transformed that word to isikuti? Guys, up to this point, this marks the end of our video today. This is part 1. In our next video, we'll see more of those similar words that were used by the Europeans, but the local people were unable to pronounce and change their meaning and their sound. Guys, up to next time. See you in my next video. Thank you.